Hello and welcome to all you Taurus people. This is your monthly horoscope for October 2019. As last month was a very Neptunian month, what about this month? This month is for the Taurus people not that bad. Not that bad at all. I mean in general. Remember, these are general horoscopes. Take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, just leave it because these are general. Be aware of that. Now, for the Taurus people, this month there is first of all, maybe I'll start with your ruler Venus is going into Scorpio together with Mercury, together with the Sun. So there is a nice energy when it comes to other people, you and that other significant person. If you work with clients, it's also the people that you deal with, that seventh house of yours, and there should be some quite intense connections there. So yes, your relationships are going to intensify, but in a good way. Scorpio is all about intimacy. It's all about realness, rawness, and with Venus and Mercury there, and with the Sun in there as well, towards the end of the month, the last couple of weeks of the month, you're gonna see that your interactions with other people kind of becomes very intimate, very intimate. Also, when you would be single and you want to start a new relationship, this is good energy with Venus there. It probably will be very attractive, you know, with Venus in Scorpio in your seventh house, whether there are men or women. But on a relationship level, although it might be quite intense because of the transformation kind of energy. So there could be situations where you see your girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse in a different way. Yes, but there is good communication there. And for Taurus people, relationships is very, very important. So that's a very good sign there. Now, what about the rest of the month? There is a square with Mars in your sixth house. And it's in Libra, and it's gonna square up with Saturn, Pluto. So the flavor of the month is a very Saturnial, Plutonian kind of month. That's not bad or good. It is what it is. And what is Saturn and Pluto? It's all about maturity. It's all about not taking the shortcut. It's about taking the right step after step and following the book, as you want to say it. But it's happening in your sixth house. That could be work, or it could be your day-to-day routines, your health. And that squares up to Saturn and Pluto in your ninth house. So there is a bit of tension there. A square means that you have to do a bit more effort, and because otherwise you'll get corrected. It could be tons of things, but the main things could be, let's start with work. It could mean that work, you have to put a little bit more effort there, and it's a bit more stressful, but the thing is to keep on going, keep on going. With Mars square Saturn, it's really about taking that responsibility and maturity and doing it and staying in the now. So if you've got a lot of workload, which often happens with Mars square Saturn, don't try to think about, oh, how am I gonna do it, and tomorrow and then next week. Don't do that, because then you'll go into fear. Just do what you can in the moment and do it step by step and be very present in the moment. And then you'll see at the end of the day, you've worked hard, but you are still, you know, a positive. Let's put it that way. So in a good way, you can do a lot of things. You can do a lot of work during this month, and you can also do a lot of transformation in your work. So doing things, transforming your work in a way. You need to do things very structured, for sure, with Saturn, but with Pluto, there could be some, your mindset is very important. Last month, Saturn was with the South Node in your ninth house and went backwards and now shifted direct again. So there has been a mind shift for sure. And take it as a positive mind shift of maturity, of going forward, but in very little steps, so to speak. So in step by step, and then you will be the most successful in anything, in work, in love, and in most things. On another hand, it could have to do with health. So again, I don't want to put negative thoughts into your head. So if you're saying my health is good at the moment, then it's probably not that. That is probably the work. But if you're saying, yeah, I'm struggling with a health issue with Mars there, it can mean that you get more active with dealing with the disease, for sure. So you could, for instance, do different things and taking it step by step in order for you to heal. Because Mars in the 6th is very energetic and it wants to cure. It wants to, it's a bit like Mars in Virgo. It wants to fix things. So therefore, it's a good thing. So again, if you're having a health issue, try to, first of all, find good doctors, therapists, whatever, because it's in Libra. So find someone that you feel good, so that there is more trust. Because Mars and Saturn and Pluto, they can have a bit of a trust issue there. So make sure that you trust these people and then work with them on a very daily basis. That's the best thing. So you're not gonna cure or a disease just by taking one pill and it's done. No, it's about the hard work. That's the positive side of Mars Saturn. If you embrace Saturn and if you're not putting the finger on other people, like in this case colleagues, or you know, you can do that of course, but it's not gonna give you any positive energy. So it's about how can you change yourself, how can you work on yourself, and where you have some influence there. So quite interesting month for Taurus people. Again, not the most important month for you, but I think, you know, on the love level, if it's been a bit hard there, it's getting better, especially around towards the end of the month as well. Having said that, thank you so much for listening, dear Taurians, and if you want a reading, just get in touch and have a good month. Bye-bye.